The boxing finals continued in the hydro and in the men's bantamweight final. Neither Northern Ireland's Michael Conlon nor England's Ashfaq Case was sure they'd done enough to win gold as their fight entered the closing stages.
Well, as we arrived today, we had a chat with Conlon. He was confident, he was keen, and he was also keen to get a photo with a former lightweight champ, Jim Watt. He might walk away with a bigger prize here today.
Do you know what? He's toughed it out and he's looked the tougher of the two here.
Well, it's a lovely left hand over the top.
Yep, 20 seconds to go. I reckon he's done enough. He's imposed himself on Ashfaq. He's not allowed Ashfaq, who looked terrific under pressure, and his first bout just hasn't been able to cope with this pressure. This
terrific stuff, and both men throwing caution to the wind, technique out the window, and just trying to lift. But Conlon, I think he's right. I agree with you, Jim. I think he's got the fight.
We have a unanimous decision in favour of the winner, the gold medalist and Commonwealth men's bantamweight champion. In the red corner, representing Northern Ireland, Michael Conlon.
The Scottish crowd were able to celebrate a boxing gold when Charlie Flynn overcame Northern Ireland's Joe Fitzpatrick to win the men's lightweight division. Soon after, Josh Taylor had the chance to add another. The Scot was ahead of Namibia's Jonas Junius after 2 rounds, but knew his opponent would throw everything at him before the final bell.
The huge effort in the last round from Jonas. He wants this gold medal, he's given it everything. A lovely little clip there from Taylor, that was class.
And just to stress, they don't know the scores in the auditorium. Some of the teams have been getting signals, probably from people at home, texting others in the crowd. We don't think Jonas knows what's going on here. He's just coming out lifting, he's trying to find something. Josh Taylor needs to stay on his feet.
Well, he hasn't left Taylor alone in this last round, Jonas.
A lovely right hand. So the dying seconds here.
Huge effort from Jonas in the last round, and a terrific performance from both guys.
Yep.
Wondering if Taylor knew he was 2 rounds up. We know that they're finding ways of relaying information, so he's pretty sure he's won this. So he doesn't feel it hinged on the last round. If he did, he would know how tough that last round was.
The winner by unanimous decision, now gold medalist and Commonwealth men's light welterweight champion. In the red corner, representing Scotland, Josh Taylor.
It was a very even fight between England's Savannah Marshall and Canada's Ariane Fortin for the women's middleweight title. It came down to a split decision, with the gold going to the world #1 Marshall. The first of 2 England versus India clashes saw Scott Fitzgerald taking on Mandy for the men's welterweight gold medal.
He likes to frustrate opponents, Jangra. You know, annoys them, causes them to become frustrated. Oh, lovely shot.
It sure was.
That was a beauty.
Yeah, it sure was. Rocked him.
That was exactly where you want a punch to land. That was bang on the chin. We'll see how quickly he can recover from that. Fitzgerald wants to take charge now, wants to keep things tight, but move into range. Good response from Jangra.
That was nice stuff from Fitzgerald again as well.
Well, he's kept it simple, Fitzgerald. I see the eye.
Yeah, there's a cut above the eye with a clash of heads, I think. We'll have a look at that in a moment.
Good jabbing from Fitzgerald as well. This is good. He's done well against an awkward opponent here. He's got him on the floor. kept his boxing together, kept his concentration and his defences. Jangra all over the place, but trying to box in a more conventional fashion at the moment.
Now, of course, if the fight, we're not saying it will be, but if the fight was stopped because of the cut and it was a clash of heads, I'll go to the cards. If it wasn't opened up by a punch. End of the first round, they'll get to work on that cut just under the eyebrow.
Well, I thought that was a good round for Fitzgerald. That punch is sticking in my mind. I wonder if it'll do the same with the judges. It was a beauty.
He hasn't been drawn into mistakes, Fitzgerald. That's the thing that Jangra has been able to frustrate his other opponents. He certainly did with Donnelly.
And his jab's working well, Fitzgerald.
I didn't see that as being low. Maybe it was slightly the other side of us. Well, I don't think the referee did either. A bit of play acting. Oh, he's gone down. The big right hand put him straight to the canvas. He's got straight back up.
See, I think Jangra's concentration is leaving him. He's trying the tricks. You know, we see that from a few of the Indian experienced, and he's trying to get the referee on the side. I think his concentration dipped, and he walked straight on to the right hand there. Got to keep your mind on the job here. Big right hand from Fitzgerald. This is a terrific performance from him. And again, and again.
Yep. 2 counts. If this was a professional contest, that'd be a 10-8 round for sure.
Well, with 2 knockdowns, I think it's going to be.
It should be.
You know, a knockdown and a 10 count. Sorry, an 8 count.
Another big right hand.
See, Jangra has caused himself to have to chase the fight now, and he's the one making the mistakes. He's the one who looks frustrated. This is a terrific performance from Fitzgerald. See, he's staying there with Jangra.
Quick warning to not drop the head.
Not really. Jangra hasn't produced anything in this round to make you sit up and take notice. On the floor and on the floor again.
Yeah, he tried to throw the big overhand right. He just got the short right hand on the button. It was a terrific punch. He's in control.
Too often Jangra's mind seemed to be elsewhere. I think he tried to con the referee with an invented low blow, and then he didn't have his mind switched on. Jumped back into action, right onto the big right hand. Then the other standing count, then later on in the round. So that's at least a 10-8 round.
The corner's saying, take it easy, back, Scott. They're really comfortable that the fight's over, but it doesn't appear to be in Fitzgerald's nature to just back. Yelling out, just jab. Fitzgerald's hoping to knock him out.
Yep, I think he's better doing as he's doing. Everything's working. Why would he start coasting? Did the right thing. The fight was almost over though. Nope, don't think there's any question in anybody's mind.
Winner by unanimous decision. Now, gold medalist and Commonwealth Games men's welterweight champion in the red corner representing England, Scott Fitzgerald.
In the most anticipated of the night's bouts, footballer Robbie Fowler's cousin Anthony Fowler hoped to follow up Fitzgerald's gold medal winning performance by beating Indian Vijender Singh and taking the men's middleweight title.
The thing about Fowler is this, he always seems to have time and an economy of movement as well. It still slips punches with his head hardly appearing to move. Oh, that right hand.
Oh, goodness me, you're going to get points deducted. That was way after he was on the floor. Listen to the crowd. The crowd don't like that.
No, there was no reason to do it. And what's the referee going to do about it? Is he going to say anything?
He is very fortunate because that was more than one punch landed when he was on the floor.
That was very ordinary refereeing. There's no other way to describe it. That should have been more than a warning.
Well, Fowler has not allowed Singh to do anything, to set up anything in the opening round. The knockdown, what's taken place up to the knockdown, this round has to be beyond Vijender Singh unless he can return the compliment, and he's not even been allowed to set up any powerful shots. He's been knocked onto his heels. I got the feeling that Anthony Fowler would be prepared to go through brick walls, and that's the attitude he's showing.
Nice little overcut from Singh, but Fowler's controlled the round, and quite clearly the most devastating punch of the round, but he didn't endear himself to the crowd with what happened afterwards when Singh was knees down on the canvas, but he's really given it to him late in that round as well.
That was a terrific opening round from him. It was actually a glancing blow.
And that was 3 punches after his 3 punches, Jim.
And the punch that knocked him over wasn't even a great punch. It was like it was as much balance. 1, 2, 3. That really, I'm glad it wasn't, but that should have been a point deduction. That was.
Well, it should have been a point deduction.
Yep.
But absolutely.
Out of order.
The remainder of the fight saw Fowler exert his dominance over his Indian opponent, and claiming gold was a formality.
In the blue corner, representing England, Anthony Fowler.
In the men's light heavyweight division, New Zealand's David Naika, just 18, clashed with Kennedy St Pierre from Mauritius.
He doesn't look troubled, the 18-year-old, though. All the pressure he's been under. Look at that. Terrific head movement.
No, there is a maturity in his boxing. Big shot there. But he's always on the move, so he never really takes the full power of these punches. Yep, good burst there from Naika.
And he's winning the crowd over. It would seem there's a bit of a chant for him here in Glasgow. That's nice stuff. Slipped the punch, got a good right hand into his own.
Yeah, that was good solid work from Naika. He's standing his ground a little bit more.
And he's making St Pierre miss fairly regularly now, and he's just looking a little bit ragged. I'm not saying he's out of gas, but he's just looking. That left hand was an example of it.
Yeah,
you wouldn't have thought he would throw that in the first round when it was clearly never going to go anywhere.
Yeah, but Naika always plenty of space around him. He's not been pinned in the ropes, pinned in corners. So this is where he likes to do business, and he's doing it well.
Yeah, he's a good finish, and he'll take this round. Well, that's a nice right hand, though, from St Pierre.
St Pierre struggling to pin him down. Just going right through the ropes. A nice little show of sportsmanship, although the referee was sharp off the mark. Well, he still looks strong, powerful and fit, Naika. So I think he'll go back to his corner, happy man. Yep, there's the wave.
Naika did enough in the final round to persuade the judges and claim the title. He heads back to New Zealand, a gold medalist. The same couldn't be said for fellow countryman David Light. Samuel Mais of Canada in the red was a split decision winner in the men's heavyweight division. It might have been a scrappy fight, but Mais left a very happy man. And the final bout of the night was a one-sided encounter. Gold in the men's super heavyweight division going to England's Joe Joyce, who dominated Joseph Goodall from Australia over all 3 rounds.
Well, you don't see that every day.